Okay, welcome to my Sunday live. I have a little bit, I try to keep it in my tarot room. I have the situation. Welcome to my reading. My name is Silva. I'm Shadow Sister, and today, exceptionally, I have to keep this reading showing my face and doing it like this because I hope this light is not too bad. Because my phone broke, so I have no other option than do it here. My voice is going bad. So let's just try to do it here, this way. You can also see my face. Sometimes I have done readings like this. So this is how I have the tarot space. Let me see, is this good like that? See my table. You can see today's card. This is the Purgatorio 17. Really, my voice is bad. Anyway, welcome everybody there. This is my weekly reading I do, and I hope my voice is really okay because otherwise I cannot do. I'm gonna drink a bit more water. Anyway, let's get started. Whoever is here, welcome. You can comment if you have subscribed. I put this kind of setting. Today we have 3 piles. I'm gonna introduce them soon. And here I'm gonna use this book, Power of Shadows. And today we're gonna talk about babayaga. And it's exciting theme. This kind of old witch, very much like a crone character. We have currently this equinox, kind of like when this kind of harvest season, really like this facing that the nature is dying and winter is coming, and this is kind of dark energy also with eclipse, and soon was lunar eclipse and soon is solar eclipse. Anyway, let's have a little introduction about Baba Yaga because that's the theme of today's reading. So Baba Yaga is this kind of old woman story from Russia, and she lives in the middle of the very deep dark forest, and she's a very powerful witch, and she is flying with this kind of like a, how we could say, like a like a witch pot. Today all my current feelings are in this pot, so we're gonna use them. Every pile I'm gonna pull some current feelings of your person. And yeah, this is very like a powerful old witch, a little bit solitude person, a bit like a hermit type. I just want to say first, when you ask why people are looking down on me, she answers, how do I look down on myself? When you ask why people are avoiding me, she answers, how do you like avoiding yourself? When you ask, why do I feel guilty? She answers, what did you do? When you ask, what is the meaning of life? She answers, you will work for me until you know it. So today we're gonna have this kind of ancestor Baba Yaga spread. Let's go now introducing these files. I really hope my voice will carry on. Anyway, if you like my reading, give me a like and subscribe if you already didn't. Also in this reading, you can comment if you subscribed. I really hope this light issue is okay. You see my desk. So these are the 3 piles. It's really like, maybe would have been better to do it a little bit later when it's dark, because now we have this kind of very bright light, but I cannot do much. But okay, let's start. So pile number 1, we have here this kind of witchy card. You can select based on this picture, or it's a root chakra, or this kind of magic of you phenomenon. Very dark card. Then pile number 2, we have this kind of interesting picture. Then we have solar plexus chakra crystal. And number 4, doable. And then there is this, what do you call it? It's Labradorite as a third eye chakra crystal. Now it doesn't shine so bright. Anyway, and then you have this Vici card. Number 1, it's actually having this kind of pot, Vici pot. And then number 3, flash over, it's all in your head. Okay, they all have little text. Anyway, this is number 3. So I think these were the piles. I'm gonna go fast forward. I hope my voice really is okay. I didn't realize it was so way when I started. But I start with reading this card for Purgatorio 17. The space was a bit short in this card. I just selected it because I used to have a cat like this, and I actually had 2 cats, black and like this. This is the memory of my blackjack. I had this black cat before. But I had also this Romulus cat, but then it happened, we moved, and then the cat didn't like the new place and I had to give it away because it really was pissing every night to the kitchen, so and I could do nothing to help it. So I let him live in the countryside and he's still there. But now I have a neighbor who has his cat and I'm about to cat sit this Luca cat, so I thought this card is very good. I love cats. So Purgatorio number 17, love is all there is. Dante addresses our imaginative faculty of power of imagination. The poet asks the reader, you and me, if ever we had the experience of being caught in a fog in the mountains, to remember what it was like when the vapors begin to smelt and the sun to shine through. What would it be like? It is meditation on the relationship between what we can imagine and our sense of perception. What purging the sin of wrath? Wait. Yeah, when purging the sin of wrath, blessed are the peacemakers. This chapter was also talking about the love of mind and natural love, and how when you are having the imagination, the love in your mind, how the primal good is God. So it's really how you focus, how beautiful you can focus, and you can get it. Anyway, this is, I understood this chapter 17 is now going to this kind of, already kind of talking about love, because this whole Purgatorio is aiming that we get through that, purging the sins, the 7 sins, and then we get to the paradise where the Beatrice, the Dante's love waits. But now this whole chapter was love is all there is. So can you imagine that? Can you imagine, even like we are going in this reading to the messages from your ancestors and Baba Yaga, like what is the message that's gonna come true now? Can we imagine that? Can we get it true? So let's start. Pile number 1. I really hope my voice is okay. I just already have no phone anymore, so I have to buy a new one. I have added there a buy me a coffee, this kind of link that if you want to support me for my reading, because I don't earn yet anything from YouTube. Even I'm monetized, it's just few euros so far. So if you want to support, you can always do that and I can afford to buy a new phone. That's my goal currently. Okay, so let's start. So you cannot see this card on the table, unfortunately, today, but I will show. So you got this phenomenon card. Then you got balance. We have here number like 4 of Swords and number 49. The eye when near denotes great interest taken by friends when distant, signals suspicion. So there's some kind of eye here. We are really going to this kind of perception what was in this chapter. Okay, there is also owl, 39. This is 49 or 39, the owl. This is from the shaman oracle, we will read. Then we have sign. Aquarius, spiritual genius to experiment mental, the discoveries of physical resulting from the eccentricity of. So this is for you. And then one herbal astrology in lion's mane leadership. So this will be your advice card together with this. I have kind of many advice cards here. Yes, I wish I could show this table to you. I can, but maybe I can put some cards a little bit like this. So you can see them a little bit waiting there. And I'm gonna use this deck you are having is this So Below deck, because you got the root chakra. Now let's start looking about this card. What it could be. Balance. Vision. 11. This is a love reading after all. We are having like I don't know if this should be like this way. It's better. It's really like a the light is really not pointing on this, but so this is your starting card. Message from your ancestors. What would it be? There is almost like there is this couple here, and the man is holding a crystal ball and as well as mirror. That is totally like a, when I saw this kind of phenomenon, this is really like a dark energy. So be still and listen to the spirit. This is a little bit kind of like a listening to spirit too, like a divination. We are often open to the messages, and here we have like a mirror. Are you able to see things in the mirror? Like somebody is mirroring you thing. And then the crystal ball is also kind of divination tool. So there's something about that. They are like facing each other. But yes, now I get this because this ancestor message. So it's like while two persons face each other, they are both having, of course, their ancestors. So this relationship between the two persons is not just about them, but it's beyond. It's like what they are carrying with them. And now this couple is kind of willing to look like we in this reading. We are looking into this kind of message from the ancestors. They are willing to look a bit deeper than the surface. They are also looking each other in the eyes. This is very like this kind of love connection. But they are holding, or like she's grabbing this mirror from him and holding this hand on that ball. So it's almost like something, like they're willing to go deeper. There's even this kind of fire burning here, like a bonfire here. So something about this, there's also some kind of like a food picnic. I think this is some kind of, definitely this reading is telling about some coming together, a couple coming together. Discoveries, eccentricity, yes. So, somehow, but there is, because there is this card, be still and willing to listen to spirit. So there is something like a power in this kind of perception, power to seek a deeper understanding what this connection is about. And maybe this message today is giving you some answers, because they are both like kind of ready for this kind of deeper connection. 11 is also manifestation, like it's like a love picnic in autumn. Interesting. Wow, that something is here, deeper on the surface. But when we have also this balance, interesting, like there is this ball in the hand also here. So almost like this is the ancestor coming through. So we are trying to see that, and we have even the eye here. The eye when the near the nose, great interest taken by friends, when distant it signals suspicion. There's this eye here is also like an eye of this kind of ghost bride. It's spooky reading so far, but we go forward. We go, root chakra is always going to the root. Like I got this sentence when I was like preparing this reading, like deep in their roots all flowers keep the light, and that is the love in our roots. Like we are born from a kind of seed, and like we are not just what you can see now, we are indeed carrying all kind of ancestors within us, and yeah, it can feel spooky, but maybe it is necessary to listen to spirit. Sometimes the advice, we have to stop a little bit and be ready to kind of see it all like oval, be wise about what we do in this life. Here this card will be about leadership, so it's interesting, powerful message too gonna be. Okay, root chakra, mother and victim. That is the lesson here. Be like a brave about your options and nurture things into being, not that you are victim in the situation. Okay, let's have now emotional landscape. So, point number 1. Is there somebody? Soranable. Hi, everything on love for Gemini. Yes, this is for every star sign. I do this kind of monthly readings. Next will be for the October, but this is now pile reading. So, unfortunately, my phone broke. It got wet in it, and I'm keeping it currently. I got a tip from my French friend that you have to put it into the rice, like a dry rice, and my phone is now synced into the rice. Kind of witchy tricks to try to get it back to life, but so far it doesn't open. It's completely gone. So that's why I'm doing this reading today like this. Anyway, let's see just little emotional landscape here. I love to see this kind of couple energy here. And 1, of course, is 2. It's very couple number together. We have here, stay with me. Oh, let's see, like, because we are trying to look what is happening here. Stay with me. We have wild. Okay, it's nice. Wild. We have big commitment. Okay, this actually looks like this kind of moment of commitment. They are really like getting together to, interestingly witchy way, commit to each other, to the vision, almost like committing to a vision and to be mirror to each other's. It's also coming through here. And then running a marathon. So I don't know what is that about, but it is here. Maybe it is sometime like a chariot card. It's not here on the table, but it's usually like a you have a long journey to do. Like almost these puppets I took today. It's like showing old couple. If your goal is to be like until old age, it's a long marathon indeed. But they are committed if they're gonna do that. So yes, of course this could be your grandparents also here, but I took them here. So now I have to take you one rune, pile number 1. So only in the end I will take a question. I'm now doing a general Ichabod reading. So here is hope. So in this relationship there is a lot of hope. That's a good thing. putting, maybe I did more. Let's have 3. One more. Oh, eternal love. It was nice to get that too. Hope, eternal love, and what else? Grace. So beautiful things. Some beautiful visions and values here. Next thing, yes, we do this current feeling of your partner. So let's see. Card number 1. I thought let's have let's have a new way. One is it. Okay. How many? Still. Okay. One more. I like this kind of autumn style. You're having like an equinox reading. So beautiful. It is really like a matching to this kind of conversation. What could be here? It's you are my soulmate. So that's a kind of getting obvious here that there is something about that. Even if it would be like a dream about this kind of date, they are really dreaming to be together because they are soulmates. Then there's this beautiful, really like this could be happening here in this kind of autumn forest. Really nice. Then we have picture of you by The Cure. I've been looking so long at these pictures of you. I've been living so long with my pictures you that I almost believe that the pictures are all I can feel. There was nothing in the world that I ever wanted more than to feel you deep in my heart. Ah, this is totally, this soulmate love is coming now here. Maybe there is even related to some kind of picture that it's of you two, or you see this kind of vision. It's also possible. Because there's really this eye. It tells me really this sort of vision, perception thing, like something you dream or something you have seen, like a signs like this is gonna happen. Now this is like a confirmation from your ancestors, like yes, we can see it for you. We can see it. It's happening. It just be still and listen to spirits. Like they are gonna give you a guidance now in this reading. Okay, then we have sacral chakra. I'm entitled to happiness, health, and joy in my life. So this is also like, yes, you can have that. Jung on the shadow. The most dangerous thing would be for us to imagine that we are on a higher plane of consciousness than our neighbors. Okay, so never be feeling like you are better than your neighbors. Everybody is important here in the world. When something is right for you, it will give you energy. That's how you know. So I think these messages are really like I feel currently it's not like a necessary from your person, it is from your ancestor. These are like current feelings, what your ancestors are feeling about this relationship of yours. Question to open your heart chakra. Do you know how to stay with someone through the unpleasant and hard times when communication is blocked because of blame or resentment? Okay, so understand that you should not give up when things are hard. It's part of life. And then root chakra. The universe supports my growth and development. This situation has taught me to be free and happy with myself. Yeah, if something has been hard to get together, because I really see this is almost like this kind of vision of this two-person having finally a date or having some kind of very beautiful soulmate commitment. They are anyway both happy themselves first. They are like, it's beautiful, there's this blue flower in the hat. They're kind of enjoying their life, but they have a different way to go about it. They come together. And there was this eternal love on the table too, so that's beautiful confirmation too. Whatever is this person you're thinking this moment, there is like a lot of nice things. Then I got even the Mary Magdalene card. Sacred Rebel, Sacred Union. This is such a difficult card. I have made it so that it's hard to read, but it's meant to be like that. Let me see. Can I see anything here? Master of Light and Shadow. Loving all. I see, I feel, I know, I hear. Really this kind of Magdalene card here for you. Interesting. But there is something kind of thing, like they are holding like all this kind of spiritual elements, and now this woman is holding here even a cross. So it's kind of tools you use or something. The cross is important too. Okay, next thing, we will do this babayaga. We go directly to the meat of this reading. So this is a message from your forefathers of mothers. This is from your babayaga message for today. So I'm gonna use this deck here. Here is this book if I need a clean a little bit here to put this setting. So we have here a 6-card spread. It's kind of big spread. First, there is said like the tree of the earth tree has roots that are big as the whole branches, and the Baba Yaga's wisdom are both in the tree, how it looks like, and in the deep in the roots. Indeed, the sentence I said, like deep in the roots, all flowers keep their light, also valid for the tree. Like where you come from, there is a lot of light there. It's not only darkness. So first, where should I focus now in this cycle? Currently, where should I focus on this advice from your, or message from your ancestors? What is stopping me to heal? What part of my shadow I need to bring to light? Okay, this form was different. So this is first, then is this. This is the branch, this is not the tree. And now we go to the roots. What would help me to bring the job that is not finished to the finished? What brings me closer to nature? And what is exactly direct message from Baba Yaga to me, to you? Okay. So let's start this kind of world tree. I'm thinking about this kind of mithril tree, like it's in the Lord of the Rings. There's this beautiful, like a yellow mithril tree. I mean, even this is connecting to that, yes. What I'm thinking now is really like this kind of yellow tree. And we are looking into the kind of like almost like a money tree. Like we are looking this kind of abundant tree, like has lived now all the summer season, and it's now got all beautiful yellow. Then we go to the roots. Beautiful. So first card. So you have to focus on this cycle to 8 of Cups. Interesting, this card is like, usually you let go something, but here we have all these books and like, and it's asking you to what you focus. It's almost like you have too much on your desk. Indeed, you need to focus on one important task, not everything at once. Looks like, I wanna read this whole text from this original book. just can give you something. Oh, my computer is not gonna warm here and make some sound while I read long, but I'm also curious. What is this? Is it focus? No matter how carefully we choose our path and select a project to pursue, sometimes we make mistakes. When we realize we made a bad decision, or good decision that no longer serve our highest good, then we, like this woman, should let it go and begin anew. So you leave something behind to start something new. And that's how you focus. Like you understand what is not bringing you fruit, what is something that you are kind of going in circles. So that's here now. Then the next is what stops me to heal. Page of Swords. Wow, there was this picture of you in that lyrics. There is in that kite. It's really like, what is this card trying to tell? It's like really high hopes. There was a hope here too. Really high hopes, but what is stopping you to heal? Why is that? I love that there are like a similar. Is this like some person you are like? This card. This is stopping you to heal is experiments with ideas, thought system and philosophies. So maybe there is something about you need totally like come back to ground to understand what is possible, because you are really like, if this would be like this was all about kind of like meeting the soulmate. There is this picture of the person here and reaching higher, like to be seen. It's almost like it's her because it's like a girl. It's like a fairy picture actually here. It's almost like it's her own picture. She's trying to send the message. But what is stopping to heal? Maybe those kind of ideas can really keep you busy, but you should kind of like know what is really on the ground. It's interesting card anyway. Then we have what from the shadows wants to come to a light. Oh, beautiful 10 of Pentacles. This is totally like a happy family moment, celebration. Celebrating maybe all this kind of, my child has soon a birthday, like having always celebrating the people you love. And that part of you wants to get to a light. You want to have like a happy family, like a strong family. That's what is coming here. You feel really alone. Do you want this celebration? Then, so those kind of projects that are not finished, what would help you to get them finished? So beautiful, King of Wands. So really like art director type of person, taking the lead, being like this kind of passionate leader. Interesting is really in this relationship, it's like this woman has put that bonfire on. Like it's here, and it's almost like the woman is making sure that there is cookies and everything ready for this date to happen. Like she is the main organizer, even though this is like a King of Wands is the king card, but you can take how it resonates, but in this case is this woman card. I connect this, of course, this kind of harvest kind of party. So maybe things that are in the middle, how you can get them finished. Maybe celebrate your wins, because this is like leader who is very positive and get things done. So then find a way to celebrate whenever you are like winning something. Because this was trying to come to a light also, that there is this kind of family parties. So how you can get together like more people. This is good for you. I'm gonna party. And then we have what brings you closer to nature. Ace of Pentacle. Wow, this kind of busy gnomes. These are like stones they are carrying, but this of course is a huge like a new beginning in some abundance. So you back to nature, maybe understand all kind of like a material you have to create your abundance. Or of course I have my special stone. I immediately think that when I see this person grabbing this stone, there is power in crystals for sure. Maybe we read also this card. Babayaga gives you heads up of certain situations. Or your ancestors. What is? Yeah, aces. This book is really not in order. How can I find this? Where is this ace? Okay, I don't know where is this ace really. This is difficult to check. Oh, it's here. Okay. Among everything else. So this would be bringing you closer to nature. The gifts of the earth are laid before. When we choose to work with them in harmony, they assist us in our endeavors. Any option pursued seems to carry unlimited potential. An opportunity for prosperity. I think what I said, I should have just maintained that like what you have around, use it. Like you have a lot of material around you, see it. Feedbacks, yeah, being like a hand on in the nature, like touching things. It's very grounding energy. Usually we are saying like, okay, go to walk barefoot, but this is also touch things with your hand. So good. I'm also doing that kind of with these stones. And last but not least, now is what is file number 1, the message from Babayaga to you. Wow, another ace. Ace of Wands. So it's very aligned of the fact that you should be having this kind of powerful new beginning in action, knowing your purpose. You should like be interested of taking that action and not just visualize and imagine it, because that seems to be the problem here, that things are just in the vision state, the picture view, all this kind of like a just eye seeing here, almost like some obsessive looking, but not actually using your hands to do something. Aquarius energy is also very mental. Yeah, it's very, very as well. Okay, we go through what Baba Yaga wants you to take this new action. Really, me too. I have a light a candle here, but like really understand what you can do, what magic you have, like in actually doing something. The heart and hand are connected. When you do something, you are like loving. So what action you can take to maybe have this soulmate meeting, because really like she has put this bonfire on there. She has this fire burning here, and then we have all this fire coming. So it's just a matter of taking action. The love is there. You have to just make it happen. Beautiful. This was now this kind of mithril tree. Secrets. Okay, so next it's gonna be long reading. We're gonna start looking this kind of cards, and I think very fitting to this Baba Yaga message is now we look this, be still and listen to spirit. What is the message in this card? Wait. Number 1. It is time to invite and commune with spirit guides and ancestors, and consider their advice and guidance. The girl of Phenomenon has sacrificed one eye for inner sight as she bridges the words of life and death. She is surrounded by white lilies, the sacred flower of death. This indicates that your willingness and ability to be still and listen will reveal the beauty of your situation. So, yes, let's keep it like that. Next one, we have this oval. So advice. Very wise looking bird. It's not the first time it's here. So pile number 1. Look around you, notice every detail, and find the hidden messages brought to you by oval. Do not shoot the messenger. Be grateful to be friend who shows you. Be grateful to the friend who shows you what you have not wanted to see until now. Observe all the facets of diamond without judgment. Remember that the facets you dislike are often mirrors of the parts of you that you do not want to recognize. Do not be afraid of the truth, as it will become your compass. And then we got still the lion's mane message. Lion's mane. It's a little bit long reading, but I'm gonna do it. Let's put this light on here also. So this would be like a sacred masculine leadership, ambition, provider, strong willed, spiritual power. And it's connected to Mercury and Uranus. This is Uranus actually. Something with the Aquarius. I think there's something currently. Let me see. The lion is a symbol of power, animus, the primordial essence within the sacred masculine that expresses itself as a relentless determination, ambition, focus, and will. When we meet lion's mane, we immediately feel a regal and generous presence. When out of balance, vanity and overconsumption block the flow of love coming into inspire ambition. Power isn't powerful when you put others or yourself down. You are wielder of raw power and may be destructive if consequences are overlooked. Lead your life from a place of compassionate leadership and the rest will follow. Okay, it's really advising if this is now the Baba Yaga message is like, yes, you can be this kind of fire starter. You can take the lead. You can there was even this get out of your situation but having the leadership. King of Wands. Like an artist leader. So not to look things from the side, like a lines, take the active approach. Yes, okay, I think this was your reading, number 1. Now we have to go through still 2 more. Let's put in place all this. A lot to discover. The light is a little bit not the best, but let's go. So this was that. Now let's see, it's second. pile is bringing you. Babayaga. Okay, this can be here. And this go back here. I think I have to like do a proper mixing soon with this card. Anyway, we have soon a new set. Okay, so pile number 2. It's an interesting pile actually with this. So we are having here interesting fairy tale deck. Let's see what comes through, but your card will be 26, a bit 26. It's like somebody's putting like a mark on the woman, like you are mine. I will mark you. Like you cannot get away, like you are mine. It's a little bit, I don't know, makes me think about like somebody has their stock. They want to mark it, it's theirs. Anyway, a bit possessive energy here. Let's see what ancestors have to say about it. It's this hero energy here. Then we have doable. The key is within your grasp. It's kind of interesting. Witchy. And coming through the door, it's spooky. Let's put it right in here. And here, acceptance. Number 4, what was the number here? Also 4. Okay, so there's a repeating number already. Anyway. Then number 9, and there's also like 16. I don't understand what are these, like, there are always like 2 different numbers. The 9 of Cups is usually very positive. It's about like a peaceful moment. The ship is a symbol of riches, and when near, indicates wealth by inheritance or trade. It also foretells a voyage. So there is some kind of travel in sight. Your shaman card will be many paths. Okay, it's also a bit like a traveling energy here. So your advice, and we have the sign, we have Sagittarius, spiritual, your highest ideas, mental, the rules, physical, get it out to the world. Kind of active archer energy. And then one more advice card is this 17, go to goal, higher consciousness. Interesting, today's episode is number 17. So for this, you have some higher consciousness. Interesting that this is the ancestor advice card also. So let's see what is coming through here. I'm immediately seeing like there is something about somebody wanting to make the other person theirs, like you are mine, like openly putting the mark. And lately I've been looking this kind of rings of power. There is of course this Sauron who has this kind of like a mark that gives the kind of not the most positive powers, but it's really like this kind of darkness. And it's anyway, let's see what kind of stuff is coming here. First, let's see the runes. Line number 2. What the message from Babayaga and what is from your ancestors, what they want to know about your love life. It's a love reading after all. We have first here health. Okay. We have good luck. And we have here a strength. Okay. Then let's see the emotional landscape for you. What is happening in this kind of smith that is like branding you? What is this? This is coming here. Okay, a lot of stuff. This is emotional landscape. We are painting with this Van Gogh paintings. They are underneath some text. And one more. Okay, so first one. Intelligent and sophisticated. So even it looks a little bit like a not so intelligent. There is some intellectual thing going on here. Here, strong-willed. Okay. The piece is a little bit like taming the other person because the other person is so strong-willed. We have, again, ambitious. A brand could be even like a business-wise, like you are now. This could be just okay, interesting work relationship, but it could be just that you're branded, you are working for this brand, and now you have it like in this kind of reading coming like this, like you are working for this person, but I don't know if there is a lot of interest to the person you work for. But anyway, it's here. Innocent. Anyway, somebody's innocent here. And we have first kiss. It's kind of also like taking the other one closer. And then charming. Okay. Interesting way to charm. Like you are mine. I mark you with my hot iron. Okay. And then what else? Okay, let's dropping this card. Kind-hearted. Somebody's kind-hearted here. One more. Natural. Okay, it is all natural. Things are happening in a natural way. Okay. Anyway, what I see here is also like there is really like a some kind of like look, there is like a smoke coming from this kind of like a thing that the person is like branding the other person, but then there's smoke between this kind of connection to some kind of. There is no smoke without fire, so there is this kind of thing. There is some kind of accept that there is fire, and sometimes it burns and it leaves a mark. If you go too close to the fire starter, it's here. You will be forever marked that you are theirs. Okay. Let's see what else. We start with this current feelings of the person. File number 2. File number 2. All these things are here. Oops. And let's okay, one more, not too long reading. So, okay, one more. Let's see what is here. Scorpions. Send me an angel. Here I am in the land of Morning Star. Oh, it's a very cute song. Send me an angel. Then, Solar Chakra. I'm the primal decision maker of in my life. Stay wild, moonchild, full moon, big energy blessings. You and what is it? Gratitude, blossom, celebration. Okay, there's something about this full moon. Like we have now currently a beautiful lunar eclipse in the full moon of Pisces. It's very beautiful. Maybe something has happened now in the full moon. Like it's totally like some moon energy is now in your mind. We are gonna have soon solar eclipse also. The Hollow Man by T.S. Eliot. Sightless unless the I reappear as the perceptual star, multifoliate rose of death's twilight kingdom, the hope only of empty men. There was something about this multifoliate rose was related to paradise in Divine Comedy. Tell me all your secrets worth keeping. I hold till the day I die. Baby, I feel it, I feel it in my bones. There's something in the darkness you hide. So it's kind of dark energy here. It's kind of possessive, darkish energy here a little bit. Then it's not hoarding if your shit is cool. Okay. What are dreams? Is the dreams, what is it? If dreams is translation of waking life is also a translation of the dream. Reneva Margaret has said this. Okay. First kiss. What is dreams? Something like here in the land of morning star. Interesting. Very, very hard to see now what else I can say about this other than let's go forward with this Baba Yaga reading. I'm going to find a message from the ancestors. It's up this way. You should be having good luck, but you need strength and stay healthy. So let's see. Pile number 2. Now we see this kind of tree of the world and its branches and the roots. Message from your ancestors also, but also Baba Yaga. So where should I focus in this cycle now? We are having now equinox. What stops me from healing? What part of my shadow wants to come to a light? Okay, we got 2. What would help me to get the project that I've not finished to finish? And what brings me closer to nature? I would say even closer to God, because God is nature also. So what brings closer? And what is the message from Baba Yaga? With this 3 now here. The first one. Interesting, Page of Coins. This is such a like I'm from Finland and this is kind of like Lapland in the north, like would be Finland. We have the Sami people there. So you should focus to be this kind of investing to a new beginning, almost like already have like a spring energy going on, because this is kind of the spring is coming. So I think you have to start to see how this is the dark period. This is astrologically also the period when Pluto retrograde to Capricorn, and we are kind of on the last dance with the devil, and then next year with all this from 19th of November onwards we have this Pluto in Aquarius, and we have all this kind of more positive beat in our life. So you should start to see how you do your next spring already. Like this would be now what you could focus. Like you start to see already what happens 2025. So you start to see the kind of future perspective. Then what stops me to heal? Emperor. What is about this Emperor? This is like a daddy energy. What is about this? Maybe we read about, because it's a King Arthur story, the Excalibur. And this is now in the position what stops me from healing. Maybe you have to understand this whole story of the King Arthur. Maybe it's that. Aries energy. The emperor is the ideal father figure. A warrior and conqueror, King Arthur rules over his kingdom and his sometimes unruly knights with a just and firm hand. He unifies the fractious, defends the weak, and lends his knowledge and understanding to all his subjects. And this is about stability, leadership, bravery, bold action, and structure. But this is now in the position that stops you to heal. Maybe in this kind of sense, the role of being this leader is kind of heavy on you. That you are alone. You're a lone leader. Emperors are usually like focusing on this kind of very like opposite to the empress, like a structure and focused and really like a cold way. But you should like somehow. This is a little bit like this kind of emperor negative way, like branding just a woman like you are mine, and like just being like I know what to do, like always do what I say. There's something about that tyrant energy here. It's already showing the first card, it's like a tyrant. So maybe the emperor got a little bit sour, and then that would have come immaturity, pettiness, rigidity, domination, and anger. We are having even today, like still this purgatory where we are like purging the anger. How you purge the anger, you are like more calm and gentle. So maybe you are too hard. You are too hard on yourself, you're too hard on others. This is this kind of judgment of like leaders tend to judge also, but this you should let go a little bit of this emperor style that is heavy. So next we have what is going to come alive. So we have actually justice and Two of Cups. So Two of Cups, of course, is love, but in this card is interesting, this story of this Gilgamesh. What was this? Let me see this. This from Iraq, this story. Gilgamesh. I'm gonna read this because this is now from the shadow wanting to come alight. I show this both because maybe something about even this justice card. Yeah. The Two of Cups is an ideal relationship that still faces difficulties. Gilgamesh was a tyrant until Enkidu was created for him to be his equal in every way. Though their initial meeting was rocky, they came to love each other very much as opposites who complete each other. A happy relationship, equality, partnership, attraction, connection. Okay, so you might have a relationship with somebody that there's a little bit this kind of wrestling energy, like you're both strong. You're both maybe even almost like this kind of Aries type. You're both having this kind of leadership qualities, but being, yeah, there is this power domination thing, like, yes, now I brand you because you woman listen what I say and do what I say, like a little bit like, and then she's like, really? Oh my god, you did this? But I don't know, maybe she does it willingly because she's lifting the skirt. So I don't know, this is not totally like a bad thing here. It's kind of sexual domination. Of course, this could be some LGBT reading also, but there is now you have met your equal, and the justice is coming now. There's somebody who is as strong as you. You have to find the kind of power balance, how to not end up wrestling in this relationship. Okay, then we go. So that was the shadow wanting to come light. What would help me to get this unfinished project finished? Beautiful forward. This is love story. This is like a celebration of love. So yeah, you should have time for your loved ones to celebrate a little bit together, to have this beautiful quality time. And even this kind of like a polar opposite. Like here, they were like a perfect, like this love card. They are like a kind of like a fighting. But here they are like cherishing each other. They're putting like flowers on each other, like kind of like really celebrating it. And then what brings me closer to nature and God? And here we have King of Coins. So yes, this is beautiful nature card in sense. There's a lot of abundance. King of Coins, King of Pentacle is the wealthy king, is a good king, able to take care of the kingdom. Closer to nature, closer to God. Maybe it is good that we are able to be good kings in our kingdom. It's like good for the nature, it's good for everybody that we are living in this kind of harmony, and part of being aligned is that we are then also abundant. But we have to respect the nature. And then we have here Baba Yaga's direct message. Okay, Six of Swords. Beautiful, like a healing card. I'm gonna read this message here. So, message to you from Baba Yaga, the witch herself. This is a Greek mythology, Dana and Perseus. The Six of Swords represent leaving behind tumultuous waters for a future that is calm and promising. After being imprisoned by her own father, Dana and her young son Perseus escape. Perseus will eventually grow to defeat the Gorgon Medusa. Healing, moving forward, stability, escape journeys. Almost like this kind of single mother energy going to the more like a calmer waters with the sun. And that is the message from the Baba Yaga. It's possible that you will have I'm also like a single mother, so it's possible to find the peace in your life. Even you have like some heated things. I don't know what is this branding about here. Okay, so what is left is advice cards. We have here many paths, so even this is somehow meaningful. Like there's many paths, not just one of the healing. But I think first card we read is this doable. The key is within your grasp. So yes, you can have beautiful like a healing and prosperity. This is here. So it's an ancestor message too. What you seek is within your grasp. As with all yeses, there are adjustments. Release yourself from lingering mental prison of fear that you are not enough, that you are not worthy. You have the right key, don't doubt it. It's time to be grateful for your teachers, even the ones whose lessons you didn't necessarily like. This is like a teacher who is giving you a lesson by giving you like a really this kind of sign of the school. Like, can you learn it? Feel it in your skin. I mean, it could be lessons you learn in a relationship also. It's interesting that it comes like this. Past lovers, past employers, bullies, cyber stalkers, all had lesson to teach you. Yeah, look, somebody got close to you and teach you a lesson. Incredible. When you meditate on gratitude for these lessons, the struggles around you dissipate. The key to opening the rest of your life hovers within your grasp. It's yours to use. The girl of doable fearlessly breaks through the glass ceiling and grabs the potent symbol of her getting of wisdom, the golden key. Tears of blood are shed, residues of past pains and losses are now transformed into power and assertiveness. If this card is drawn at the time you are seeking to step up in the next widely acknowledged level of success, whether it be career advancement, passing a test, being accepted into Institute of Learning. This card indicates that the answer is yes. Wow. Hell yes. Who knows? You're part of some community now, you're branded. Or you were. But you can also have healing. Let's see, what is this? Many parts. Advice for the part number 2. You have outgrown your current situation and risk losing your way in your own backyard. You are being called to step out of your comfort zone. Respond now while the call is still a gentle whisper. Even though the woods look thick and impenetrable, venture in and let nature guide your steps through the dark until you reach your destination. Remember, if you do not know where you're going, any path will take you there. Interesting message, like you can really trust all paths lead to you to the right place, like these no wrong paths. And then we have here higher consciousness. It's interesting. Matching to today's number, and we have 17, so I always like to see the same number appear. So this is about hermit, solitude, soul searching, realization, greater knowing, enlightenment. It's connected to Mercury and the moon. The moon card was here, wasn't it? Something about moon even. What is relationship with yours? But anyway. So much text here, what should I read? Guidance. So Kotukola, like the wise hermit, signals the achievement of great wisdom through solitude and trust. You are entering a period of deep inner contemplation. Looking for answers requires solitude and disconnection from the regular casualties of life. Kotukola walks through the undiscovered pathways of the subconscious mind with precious, guided by the light of the northern star. You're moving into a new and higher stage of being. If you're experiencing a sense of loneliness or alienation, you're perhaps living a reality where your own deep truths have been denied. This is a time for introspection, a time for rest, meditation, and inner work. Your consciousness is undergoing transmutation. Invoke your higher consciousness every day and leap into the portal within. Okay. Interesting, this stuff. Okay, I think I end pile number 2 reading here. I've been busy very long and I still have number 3 going, so I have to hurry up. So I hope this reading was giving you something. There might be some pains you need to kind of look into in a solitude, like sometimes. Yeah, we need this kind of alone time. But I always know also that you should not isolate. You should seek for other people also. You should not be totally alone with your difficulties. So let's see. This was pile number 2, and now we have still the last. Last but not the least. Here. So with this pile you get this kind of secret forest pile. I'm gonna do this kind of opposite to see which side is gonna come. First card is number 1 and this kind of witch with a pot and all kind of treasures. It's a kind of ace card, something ace in you. Of course, this person is very alone here, so we'll see what is it about. Your magic view is flash over, it's all in your head. So it's a little warning, like you sometimes focus too much on your head, and indeed third chakra energy is like third eye chakra that you have to connect your heart to. So remember that shining heart, not only in your head. Then we have here the void. Okay. Dark moon. Very resting energy. Again, number 1, but 3 of cups also. The sun near signifies happiness and popularity. Near snakes. Okay. What is this? Near snakes, mice, and dark side of clouds presage vexation. Anyway, this should be kind of positive. Friendship card. Also, I already said like you should not be too alone with your thoughts. You seek some friends maybe, but it always looking like you're like kind of alone with something. Very like a getting time. It's also this kind of same as here, clash over. We have Holy Mountain, 25. Interesting card. Sign is Pisces. Now it's just lunar eclipse and lunar full moon in Pisces. Spirituality to ultimately experience, mental trusting your psychic knowledge of, and physical resulting from the indecision or about. Pisces energy here. Imagination, intuitive, psychic. Maybe this is psychic, but you have to like the challenge is here to have this also the third eye. Keys. Not just your mind, but also your heart has to be involved. And then we have advice card, Horsetail, 35. Patience. Yes, patience is needed. Okay. So let's start to set this table. I'm gonna have current feelings, and no, not current feelings, these are the emotional landscape. File number 3. I can actually put that it's getting a bit darker. It's better for this reading. So what is the emotional landscape here? Tender, charming, hard worker, and success. Okay. Do you have some work that you need to really be using your head? Brains. Energetic. Okay, this is kind of also really like an energetic here, but it's all in the head. Watch out you don't get headaches if you're too much in your head. Spring in the air, so anyway, there's this kind of energy. I tried to do this anyway while I'm reading. We have today, we're going the babayaga message and the ancestor message. This one, let's reflect a little bit like this person is communicating with this kind of crow who is bringing all the richness, like almost like this is like a message from the lover. It's like very generous, like bringing all kind of beautiful like necklaces and things to this witch. Anyway, this is usually like a interesting crow bird, is like a message from the underworld even. It could be your spirit guides even now, because we have this ancestor energy. If you see crow, it's like somehow raven, it's something to do with the ancestors. But this is the card we start this reading. So something about messages to notice and loving gestures towards you. When you feel like you're alone, you're laying here alone, like resting. Darkness. Okay, current feelings of your person. Let's start with this. So, 5, number 3. What is more? I would like to mix this well. Let's have this. This and this. Okay. Enough. What is the first one? Is Bachelor, Knight of Cups. So, okay. I was saying there is some kind of lover energy here with this crow, but that Bachelor with this rose is really like somebody is wanting to give you a rose or like really, really romantic with you. So that is here, even you are not seeing it yet. Who is this crow? This is some kind of hidden bachelor. Then, I love you so much and I'm afraid you never know it. Oh, it's again like this kind of crow lover here who is like, oh no, is kind of having this form of a bird, but which is like, oh, you sweet bird. Then it's like it's really like a love hidden there. Then solar plexus chakra, I heal and grow every day. Green flags. Showing empathy, vulnerability, peaceful mindset, love is healing, healthy maturity, respect for boundaries, conscious relationship, loving, open friendships, spirituality, good communication, taking responsibility, supporting personal growth. So there's all these green flags here. It's very like if you are here, man or female, but this pitch is like showing like a good things. Somebody can be interested in them. Wonder what is this? Is like a makeup set on the lap, or is it like a computer? I think it's like a makeup. Yes. She's putting a lipstick here. Yes. Ah, it's really like a helping. This bird is helping her to be like a in her powers. It's like some kind of stylist almost. Like I know you would wear this. This would look good on you. Oh, thank you, birdie. Okay, then. Okay, we have this love is spiritual. I feel you in my heart. Okay, that Jesus is coming to say this. This kind of. Oh, I'm waiting you where you left me. Love you, my cowboy. Okay, there is also this kind of horse, like it's a beautiful ride with a cowboy. And now it's almost like this girl is preparing to a date. It's like, oh, I know. Like I'm talking to this bird, like kind of the intuition to say like, yes, I would love to continue where we like left it last time. And what is here? I am tiny seed of I am, aware of being as ever prosperous present fact into self-awareness. All blessings flow, grow into center of loving action. This is an interesting card to come because we are talking today about this kind of like a tree of, almost like a tree of life. We are talking about this kind of ancestral tree, like a word tree, and there is this whole like things in the branches, although underneath, and here is like a tiny seed of I am is underneath the ground. So you being yourself, how you are, I am this and that, it's a good energy. It's good to state clearly who you are. Even put this lipstick on, like, yes, I allow myself to be visible. And I love myself first. I am loving. So this is how we start. Now we go to this kind of this tree reading. I love that this part 1 had this kind of yellow tree showing, but now we have this one here, but this is the spread of babayaga. We'll find out more. So that's this. So now we have these cards and I will mix them like this. Have a look. Where do I have to focus in this cycle? Now, where you have to focus in this cycle. Now this is advice from your ancestors. So what is stopping me to heal? What part of my shadows want to come to light? What would help me to, what is this? Do the things that are unfinished. And then we have here, what brings me closer to God or like nature. And now direct message from Baba Yaga is this one. For some reason this two. By number 3, let's see, what is this first card? I think it's a bit scary card. This. Where you have to focus in this cycle, you got the Devil card. This is a hard card to get. It's really like a shadow work because currently we have the Pluto in Capricorn is completely like a last dance with the Devil. This person who was putting the makeup here is kind of getting ready for that. But is she aware that she's actually having the last dance with the Devil? But this is what you should focus about. It is interesting. The Devil could be even your own thought patterns. Those flashing things in like keep you mentally prisoner. But that's what you have to focus. You have to understand how you can open your third eye in the sense that you are not just in your head and you are not letting this kind of devilish patterns take hold on you. It's on your face that you have to do shadow work. You have to really face your shadows now. I wouldn't like to be this kind of doomsday person, but here it is. Baba Yaga, we go dark, we go deep in the forest, we go to this witchy hood that you really can get killed. But there is a devil, there's this kind of Baba Yaga to face you, like, yes, am I gonna eat you? Or am I gonna let you go? It's up to you how brave you are. There is this story of Vasalisa, the beautiful, who goes to get the light from the fire goes off, and then she's sent to get this fire, and she come back with the fire, but it is kind of burning all the way eventually. There's really like she comes very empowered back, but then she burns the whole house or something. But sometimes you need to see the dark. You have already the void here. You are called to, in this cycle now, it could be even this week, because I'm doing weekly readings, you have to focus on facing this devil, this shadow side of yourself that you are most likely triggered about. You're putting it aside. It could be anything about cleaning, anything about being organized, because this can be like sometimes triggering, like certain things are expected of you and you cannot do it. You have to find now a way to handle, like maybe you are really living in this busy mind, but you have to find like the peace. But devil and the void, that's what you have to now deal with. We just had a lunar eclipse. We have this eclipse season. This is the dark coming to a light, and that's here. Okay. Then, what stops me from healing? We have here this kind of Two of Wands. How much you are willing to go out of your comfort zone. Of course, this is kind of like the Harry Potter related card, like Owl is coming to say that you are accepted to a school. But this Two Wands is often like planning a travel, wanting to go further of your comfort zone. You have a choice that you can go, for example, this travel and like do something new, or you have choice that you stay. But this is now stopping you to heal. It's almost like you are not taking the decision or going out of your comfort zone. That is here now. You have to understand that going out of comfort zone is good, even if your body screams like, oh my god, this is new, this is scary. Even this shadow work can be the same thing. It's just like you want to just rest it away, but it doesn't go like that away. You have to take action about it. You have to really have this kind of, maybe my kind of readings, to start taking active approach. How would I break this kind of vicious patterns that keep me stuck? How would I stop these puppet masters being running my life? Like, how can I say no? How can I be stronger? Then next you have, what part of my shadow wants to come to a light? And you have 5 of Cups. So this is totally shadow side now. The loss energy. There is something about you isolating other people. There's this gap. Even this is kind of, they are bind together. It's an interesting thing that they are standing on the rock and they bind together, and so they could both drop if they move. This is real about the comfort zone, I think. It's coming to a light. And then we have, what would help me to get my unfinished business to fruition? And this is Queen of Wands, but negative. Maybe you have to be more positive about. This is like a negative outlook. To turn it to more like a positive, passionate queen, like a doer. Then we have, what brings me closer to nature? Page of Cups, got dreamer energy. Dare to dream, like I have a big dream. Let's speed up this reading. And then we have the direct babayaga message to me, 4 of Swords and King of Wands. Interesting, you have this queen here, but here you have the counterpart. The divine counterpart is the king. So Baba Yaga says that there is this divine counterpart for you, and then we have this resting energy, but it's all positive. Sometimes you have to kind of like have this, almost like a patience here somewhere mentioned. Was it in this reading? Yes. To be patient. It's almost like this kind of gravestone here. Like things are just staying like on hold, but there is a lot of beautiful, like a King of Wands is this creative leader. It was already this kind of energy in the first part. So this is a Baba Yaga message that there is this person for you, because both King and Queen is here. But you need to be patient. Maybe you have to resolve your own issues before this can happen. Okay, this is really getting late now. I want to do this kind of big readings, but let's read about the flashover. So, you are overthinking things. Friction and resistance in the circuits of your brain have now confused you into thinking the pain and tension is in the world around you, when really it's all in your head. The good news is that at the same time, all it takes is spark of trust to short-circuit resistance built up from friction with the world. When a flashover appears, it's time to close your eyes and take a deep breath and recognize that the only thing standing in your way is yourself. Yes. And let's read fast at this holy mountain here. Ui. I'm waiting my son to come, so I have to speed up. Here, when the holy mountain shows up, it's time to be active. Do not let your doubts deter you and keep you bound. Yeah, the doubts also in the thoughts. This is time to leap over challenges and to remember that from the top of the mountain there are no obstacles, only beauty and an obstructed view of the entire earth. And there's no need to go shopping for the right hiking boots or camping equipments to climb the holy mountain. You already have all the gear you need. Overcome any lethargy, indolence, and laziness, as those are the real obstacles. Mm. And one more advice is this horsetail. Okay, let me see. 35. So this is about endurance, steady focus, period of gestation, trust the process, heightened sensitivity. Saturn and Venus is related to this. Guidance. Horsetail teaches us the power that lies within patience and endurance gained through the hidden blessings of challenges. There is something good in all seeming failures, and although that might not be clear in the moment, time will reveal it. Trust the process. Remember that stubbornness and willfulness are counterproductive to loosening knots. Instead, like the medicine of horse, ground to the earth's energy as you survive and adapt to changes and hardships on your journey. Horse medicine provides us heightened sensitivity and the purity of trust as essential tool to have while we endure challenge and hardship. Okay, beautiful. Horse medicine. White horse. You also hear the white owl as your kind of hardship. Something about this being innocent and being like keeping the innocence, maybe like there's something about that. Okay, I think this was the reading. I don't see much comment. I know that I put a setting here that you can only comment if you're subscribed, so please subscribe always if you want to have a question. And thank you anybody who watched this live. I had to do this now, especially like this, because my phone broke. So if you want to either give me like a buy me coffee link is in my description box. Like I could buy a new phone because now I do have to buy a new phone and it costs. So until I have a new phone, I will do readings like this. But thank you for watching this and bye.